All right, guys, here we are. It is Sunday, a little afternoon. It's almost 1 actually, and the back of the van is full of things that we don't need anymore. Donations, books that didn't sell and whatnot, and other stuff just from around the house. So we are headed to Goodwill. By we, I mean me all by myself, and I'm gonna go into the store for a couple minutes. Sunday at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, right after church, is probably I don't go, so I don't know if that's the worst time to go, but I can't imagine it's not close. But we have things we're doing this afternoon, and I don't want to go into next week with the van full of last week's donations, so we're just going to drop this stuff off, and if I'm going to be there, I might as well shop. Let's hit it. Here we are. Let's see if we can find anything. Selena Gomez branded glasses. $13 freaking Bushnell. Nothing new in the sunglasses department. New. Wow. Doesn't feel like a lot. But we're just gonna roam around for a couple minutes and make sure we can't find anything, drop some donations and go home. This looks reasonably interesting. $44. This.
Oh, I can pay cash for it. I have to pay for it. They'll mark the
No, yeah, I know they do that, but
This is very interesting. Point Ling. So this was just hanging here with the shoes, and that's very interesting. If you find an older one, if you find even a modern reprint that's double-sided, but at $6, just a small single side, probably not worth messing with. But these are very interesting over here. ACGs, Nike ACG boots. I'm gonna look them over for condition. Now they're in bad shape. Bottoms are kind of gone on them. $6. I'm gonna look to make sure they're not like, you know, a $200 pair of shoes that I could sell for $75 in the condition that they're in. Here's another thing just kind of hanging around that somebody ditched. $10. It's Majestic large. That's cool, man. But I think at $10, I'm probably just gonna leave it right where somebody else left it. This, as it turns out, is not really, I can't find anything on it that makes me convinced it is worth buying. That is to say, like compelling comps. I can't find something that says it's gonna sell for anything. Can't find exactly like it. And even just wax flowers by that company don't seem to sell at all. So for this entire event, there are 11 shirts listed and only 1 sold. And this one doesn't seem to be one that's available. And as it's a cut tag, I suspect it's probably bootleg. Like a really cool parking lot tee. How did I miss that? Standing here talking about a generic t-shirt and passing up a Nyland 310. Yeah, we're definitely gonna look heavily into that. Wrangler, pretty high quality Wrangler. 816, but it's newest tag, uncut length Wrangler. Slim fit. It's only $20 new. Very tempted by this Zombie Wario thing, but not Nintendo, so this is definitely like a bootleg. So I'm gonna put this back just based on the MSRP is only $20 and it's 8. This is Tommy Bahama silk and rayon, so it's 70% silk. 2X, if it was just ever so much more exciting, if it had a color anywhere. You can see it does have like some pattern to it by Airwaves probably a Y2K tag for $5.54. And then this boat, we're gonna go, or this truck, we're gonna go ahead and put back the baby blender. The sell-through rate's just super low on it. This we need for the baby for washing bottle parts, and then this turned out to be not as much as we thought. I just noticed that this is $5, but this You Are Here Arizona tends to, or Starbucks tend to do well, but they obviously know that. I rub them with my finger to make sure that there's no like flea bites, because they can, your finger can feel it better than your eye can see it. I don't know, that's probably only $12 free shipping, but I'm gonna look it up and make sure it's not a rarer one. That is a rarity. I just headed out of there with nothing. Now, I did have two things that I was interested in flipping, but they were both mediocre. Like a shirt for $6 that I could probably get like maybe 20, and then the Nylant truck that was missing a part, and it might have been $3 into 20, missing the part especially. And then there was something that I wanted for the baby, but there were 25 people in line. I wasn't going to wait in the line to get two mediocre things and save $1 on a dishwasher thing. So somebody else came up to donate and sat their bag right in front of the camera, the phone that I'd set on the ground. So this was just not the best. I need to put my seatbelt on or you guys are gonna yell at me. Not the best trip we ever had. And I mean, some days it's that way, right? I need to hold the camera over here better so that we don't weight balance out to nothing. All right, man, so that's thrifting on a Sunday afternoon. Not something I would have recommended, but I needed to get rid of the stuff in the van so we can do other stuff with the back of the van, like grocery shopping and hauling other things around, and put another load in to donate later, stuff that we just can't do anything with, stuff that's not selling on Whatnot, stuff that's not worth listing, that came in bulk lots, stuff from around the house, because you know sometimes you just got to get rid of stuff that's around your house. So there's some handful of things that sold and that we're gonna have to ship in the morning, so let's cut to Tom tomorrow morning. All right, guys, I told you I'd be back in on Monday morning doing some shipping, and I was already shipping some stuff when I realized I have a YouTube channel I'm supposed to be making videos. JNCO. This shirt I got on a Whatnot auction, and it sold. I paid $30 for it, and it was one of those auctions where the guy starts everything for $1 and the shipping's reasonably light. So maybe I paid like $1 shipping for it. Maybe it was free shipping. I don't really pay a lot of attention because the shipping costs are so minimal on those shows. That sold for $67 free shipping. I had a bunch of lowball offers. It was only listed for 3 or 4 days, and it ended up selling for full price. This is a sweater that my wife pulled for $3.50, $5, something like that, at Goodwill about a month ago. And it's a Swifty sweater, country core, cottage core. There were some sold listings available, and ours sold, but I suppose I took an offer for it for $15 free shipping. That's not what I thought happened. So that, I mean, $15 free shipping, if we paid $5, we'll pay $5 to ship it. Maybe we'll make $3. That's not good. Me and Evie picked up a bag of toys for $1.84 the other day. I checked the batteries on this. They worked fine, and it sold for $11.50 free shipping. So somebody's got the books and they don't have this, or theirs quit working, and so they're going to get this for $11.50 and be able to. What happens is you find the Cinderella book and then page 1, page 2, page 3, page 4, and this page 1 has this image on it. So then you press that and it reads that page. So it's a me reader. It allows a kid to kind of follow along and have the book read to them as it's a replacement for parenting. Paid $3 for this one and $3 for this one, and I was quite shocked that they were as cheap as they were. And they aren't worth a huge fortune, but I just thought they were super neat, and I knew somebody would want them. They are signed on the back 1970. For somebody got that for Christmas 1975, and somebody got this one for Christmas 1987. And they're in those cool gilded frames. And they ended up selling for $38.40 free shipping. They're not going to be a lot of fun to ship, but it will make money on them once they're shipped. I have listed like 10 PlayStation 1 consoles in varying stages of not working condition. This one plays games. It has Sting and Goldberg on the front of it, and it'll play games when it's wide open, which is not what it's supposed to do. But it's dirty, and they're just not worth a ton, so I'm not putting a lot of effort into cleaning them up and making sure it has a controller and a cord and all of that. I'm just selling them for 20 bucks. Free shipping for just the console. And then the controllers are worth like between $12 and $20 depending on which one you have, and I have a ton of them, but they don't add a lot of value. Like I can get 25 plus shipping for a console with all the parts, but I think the controllers sell well enough and for enough money that it's worth parting it out. Essentially, just I'm going to go through all the controllers and make sure that they work, but I'm going to sell the consoles off because they're really not worth much. I'm on my way to pick up the kids from school, and look what trash on the side of the road. Holy cow. Because this is legitimately a double bass pedal by Gibraltar, and then that looks like a bass like pad, and that's a bass, or that's like a cymbal, and there's another Roland cymbal here. We may have most of a electronic drum kit just trashed on the side of the road. Yeah, because that's the module, and there's the toms. And the metal tom would be the snare. Holy cow. Holy cow, you guys. Are you kidding me? Like, part of me wants to say this got thrown away for a reason, but this Gibraltar pedal, like, I know enough about it to know that it's all there and it works. And that's worth quite a bit. Okay, so this is your snare drum. What did I say? This is probably about a $50 thing. These two cymbals, they'd be like a crash ride and probably a hi-hat, depending. They really doesn't matter. They're buttons. It depends on how you set them up. They're about $40 a piece.
I mean, one's got a cord wrapped around it and one doesn't.
Well, the other one has the cord hanging over here. These are your toms. 1, 2, 3, 4 toms. This is the bass pedal, and then this is the hi-hat pedal, and then this is a double bass pedal, and this is the control module. And I'll just throw comps up, but Levi, what did we add it all up thinking conservatively it would be?
580.
And that's presuming that it works. All of it works. Man, if I had a rack, I would be real tempted to keep it, but I don't need to keep it, but I kind of want to keep it, but I'm not gonna keep it, but I'd like to keep it. So the only thing I could not get to work was the hi-hat controller, this piece here, which if you know anything, I won't explain. I was going to explain how it works. It doesn't matter. But you should know when you hit the hi-hat cymbal whether or not this is open or closed. And it doesn't make any verifiable difference. But that's the least valuable part of the whole thing anyway. So I'm going to list everything individually and just put it at the comps and see what happens. But this should be $500, maybe $600. This piece was also in there, which is a Wi-Fi networking adapter for an Xbox 360. Yeah, I don't know. I'm excited. I picked up a $500+ box of trash today. And if you didn't know, I am a bit of a drummer. That's my 2 drum sets, and those are my like 14 guitars. And my bass cabinet, which is just 2 10s, and my Ibanez half stack. I need my drum key to take some of that stuff apart to be able to ship it better. All right, so the drum set is listed Everything is tested. The only thing that didn't work was that pedal. And as I was looking into it, there were a lot of those pedals listed as parts not working and very few listed as working. And so that must be a problem for those things. $577 is mostly free shipping on that stuff. But, oh, wait, no. Because that doesn't count the $29. So $577. So $606 total in that bucket that I picked up on in the trash. $606 worth of 14 listings that I made super fast. So that's 14 more listings for today. And now I've got to go pull. I've got a Whatnot auction starting in an hour and 12 minutes. So I got to go pull orders for tomorrow because the day starts tomorrow at 6:30 because track season is starting. And so I've got to go get those pulled before my auction starts in an hour and 12 minutes. So I'm going to make that tomorrow's video. So you will be done here. Thanks for watching, liking, commenting, subscribing, following, clicking the bell, all the things that you do. We'll see you in a few minutes for me and a day for you. Thanks, guys.